Oh, hi, guys. Uh-oh. Got the bean cam on. She's not there yet. How's everybody doing? Potato, welcome in. Emma, Macy, Watcher, long time no see. Hi, Robin. How's everybody doing? Everybody got their emotional support snacks? Has everybody been awake longer than 20 minutes? Because I haven't. I don't know what happened. I don't really think I fell asleep so much as I think I passed out. Um, Phone fart. Yay, phone fart. Oh, nice, Emma. Good job. I uh I have to say, I'm a little jealous. I would like a master's, but that's way man, at this point, I feel like everybody's like, "Oh, you're never too old." I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think the amount of ADHD meds that it would take for me to be any kind of successful in college at this point. Oh, see, Macy, I have questions and they're probably not appropriate. So we're just gonna go, oh no, what happened? Yeah. So I was just looking at my phone. 10 hours of sleep. I'm telling you, I didn't fall asleep. I passed out. Like I think hey Tyler, welcome in. I mean, what happened? Did you slip and fall on something long and no, she can leave it off. I'll watch her. No cone for the bean. But she is about to get a treat, aka an antibiotic. As soon as I find it. Here's the antibiotics. Hey Tyler, how's it going? How you been? Sorry. I'm trying to do everything all at once while also streaming. Would you like a treat, Bean? Would you like a treat? Over here. I'm trying to. She's in the wrong bed at the moment. I'm
What the
trying to
dog doing?
lure her into the right bed just for that reason, Macy. We'll see if she turns around. Awesome. Thank you for that streak. We do love our streakers around here. I'm trying. If she can get in the other bed, if she'll get in the right bed, I'll turn it on for you, Macy. I'm okay. Tyler, I've just been a little the allergies are kicking my ass, as it were. I've only been up for a little bit and none of my meds have kicked in. So, I am stuffy. The treat did the job. The treat did the job. It's amazing what a good treat will do for this dog. I mean, lube? I don't know. Look, my common sense isn't awake yet, so I'm not answering these questions. Um, so we're gonna sleep, and I'm gonna show you what I did. Cause I was AFKing and I was like really bored, and I may have finished the Iron Farm. But I haven't collected it yet. And I don't know that I really feel up to making the mob farm today. We'll see. Hi guys. Hi, how y'all doing? Maybe I didn't do any I didn't do any prep like I said I was probably gonna do for the mob farm. Isn't she pretty? Look at all that amazing cobble, guys. Oh, so good. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But we got everything working. I slept and they slept, and so we have the villages, and they're doing they have done I would say horizontal, but they just stand up. So they've done the mambo, the vertical mambo. I mean, I'm not gonna shame them. And then we have this, which works to my surprise. I only had to fix one thing to get it to work, and that was to move the beds. Once I moved the beds, it worked fine. So I'm shocked. Yay! I'm gonna make some iron because I'm sick of this. I think I want to put glass over there so I can see all the way around. But I might need to get more glass. I'm slowly leveling the sand in the area. Yeah, this is what I did. I'm not really feeling that, but I will show you what I did do. Actually, let's get up over here. I was kind of hoping a golem would fall, but that's not gonna happen. I like hearing the little baby villagers. I was actually in voice chat with Ray while I was working on this. And I was showing him oh god. Well, I mean, I asked what happened and then nobody said anything. I moved on. Sorry. Um yeah. I'm not sure how that happens. Well, I asked, nobody answered. What do you want from me? I have the attention span of a goldfish. Everybody knows this. Like, this is not news to anyone, or at least it shouldn't be. Um, oh, I did that. I finished that. So now we have an actual bubble vader. Anyway, so I was on the voice chat with Ray when I was working on it, and he was like, "Oh my god," because like I wasn't sharing my screen. He was like, "Oh my god, do baby villagers like have like little tiny?" I was like, yes." So I started sharing my screen, and he lost his absolute shit over the sounds. I was like, "Villager sounds are the best." So what I have done, you remember when I was working on this, expanding this, and I found that other tunnel? Well, that other tunnel is that one. And so I lit it up already. And I'm kind of thinking about making this one giant complex instead of like actually building a bit. Like, it's a joke for me, right? It's a joke for me that I just live in a hole. And I've always forced myself to, okay, except for on the movement SMP where I've embraced it and I've become like I just dug out a huge hole and I've been filling it full of farms. But this is different. What if I embraced it and just became a hobbit and actually lived in a hole, but also tried to make it look nice? What if I did this? So I need to figure out a build palette, right? Like I need to figure out I think I'm gonna do wood. I really like the spruce. So I think maybe spruce. I think cobble will stay in it, but I don't think very much. Right, Fox? I just like like a stylish hobbit hole. Like, But I think the front I think the front, like if just the entrance, I kind of like this little mossy cobble thing. So I'm kind of thinking about rounding this out and maybe using some wood and then just putting in like a window here, which means I need to figure out where this connects, right? So I know, yeah, I filled this in because this was a hole down to another area that I don't want to deal with. So I know that this is where my farm is, right? But what is so this would link up to my other farm. So what if I just this area right here? Do I want to make it? No, we'll do it right here. There we go. Okay, so we'll start. I don't know how to link this up, right? Because I'm afraid I'm gonna go too low too fast or too shallow. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to see. I still need to make, and the farm part of today might be a cobble generator. I need to make one. I think it's pretty bad. There we go. Accidentally. So because I have the carrot guys over there now at the mob farm, I kind of think I was just gonna make all of this wheat. Maybe like a little bit of potato. And if I do that, then I can actually just kind of make this a path. Like still have wheat on the left a little bit and still have all the wheat, but like make a little path right through here, right? I don't know. I suck at paths. We'll see. I do like the potatoes though. Oh, food. Food is a thing that exists. I don't think I'm gonna need that many potatoes, right? So let's just like kind of put our potatoes here. I think that's more than enough potatoes. And then wow, I actually lined that up pretty good. Like that's not bad. I did okay. Holy crap, that never happens. Okay. And then the rest of this can be wheat. And now I just need to figure out what my path is going to look like. Like what should I do? I'm not hungry. That's the problem. I'm not hungry. I was last night though. God, I feel like I grazed. We had Korean fried chicken for dinner. Uh and for me, Korean fried chicken means I also order Brussels sprouts because the Korean place has I don't know what that sauce is. Um but it's unusual that I love it as much as I do because it is not spicy. But Last night I was like, what if was spicy? What if was? So yeah, I added spicy stuff to it. I'm not gonna eat carrots. I don't know. I am. I need to do a fish farm. Actually, that's what this is. I get my fish here. I might eat potatoes. It's not a meal. Although I am gonna be I'm gonna be getting I could just make it. I do bake. Um and I do have a sourdough starter, so I could make my own bread, but I'm just not feeling it right now. So I'm getting some sourdough bread on this grocery order and some avocados and some chili crisp. Well, okay, I'm not getting chili crisp. I did make chili crisp. I'm almost out though. I need to make more. It's been on my to-do list for way too long. Yeah, Fox. So that's kind of my idea. Like once we come up here, right? I'm kind of thinking like having the bedrooms and like a fireplace and everything here. And I'm thinking like even though that's the entrance down there, I'm kind of thinking about making this more like the industrial area, like farms and stuff. Just cuz that's kind of how it's already started off being. But I might do like bookshelves and like have this look a little bit homey right here. And then put the entrance because I've already started digging this out for no fucking reason. Put put the put the cobble generator in here, I think. But if I do that, I'm gonna step it down. I don't think I want it the cobble generator up high. My only concern is I need to make sure that it doesn't run into this. I don't think it will. Okay, bread itself is not a meal, right? You need protein, you need other things. So like bread, uh an egg. Like if you're going to do a deconstructed something, try what is it called? I'm going to mispronounce it. It's kilber or chilber. It's like a Turkish egg breakfast. It's Greek yogurt with garlic in it and then a poached or fried egg with paprika butter on top. So if you do that and you eat that with your toast, then it is good. That is a meal. Or see, and this is where you're like, you wouldn't want to cook for me. Or there's shakshuka. Shakshuka is also a wonderful, wonderful way to have bread. Oh my god, I love shakshuka. That's another thing I haven't made in a while. Oh god, I love it, Fox. I fear that my version of it is not. I want all this. I'm gonna need it. I might as well take it. No, that's not a meal. But my version of shakshuka, I don't think is very authentic because I think I put a little bit too many spices in it. I found a recipe for it. And anytime I find a recipe, I try it as written first, right? Because nothing pisses me off quite like these people that are like, "Oh, I made this recipe. I didn't have this and I used this and I substituted this for this and this is a horrible recipe." Bitch, you didn't make the recipe. You didn't make it. You made something else. I don't know what you made, but it wasn't this because this was written a certain way. I hate that shit. I hate it. When they're like, I made all of these changes and this recipe sucked. Well, yeah. Yeah, it was a recipe for chicken Kiev, and I don't know what the hell you made, but it wasn't that. Yeah, I don't like that. So I always make the recipe as written first. Before I make any changes, I want to see how it was written. I want to know, you know what I mean? Like I feel like that's fair. So, I made it as written and I didn't care for it. Oh, that's dangerous. No, thank you. Uh, so I upped the spices. It just didn't have enough. Like, I'm sorry, when you have something as acidic and tangy as you know, a full large tin of tomatoes, you need something more than like a quarter teaspoon of cumin. I'm sorry, cumin is one of the best flavors in the world. Why are we only using a quarter teaspoon of it? Like, it just that doesn't make sense to me. I did that and that. Then I would have to do there. No, that would come in too far. Nope. Okay, stairs it is. Stairs it is. Okay, my question now. Do we want to alternate? I think cobble. I think cobble. Like stone stairs? I kind of like that. It's I mean, Macy, like we can't argue with that. It could be worse. At least he has moved on. Okay. Uh so now we have a way up here. The problem is like the forest floor is literally like I think either right here or the block above it. Okay, I hear you, Macy, but I feel like I feel like 3 square meals of soup is not something that like he has like is totally something that he has done. Right? So like yeah, technically maybe he still had soup today, but at least it is a solid food. See, that's not enough. Gonna have to get more sand. I need to start a list. I need to get sand. Where is my where is my document? Okay, I need to get sand for anything. Um Technically upgrade the smelter. Like I don't think I'm ready to go super smelter just yet. Subnautica might be on hold. I am in talks. I thought I heard you. Uh, we are in talks for possibly doing a different series with someone. So, come here. Hey, I looked at you. Uh, and if that happens, we're gonna have to, something's gonna have to go. And it depends on what day the series gets picked for, or what day we pick for the series. So, oh, grass block, yay! Um, so status unknown on Subnautica, and I'm not wanting to go any further into it until I know. No, no, no. See, that's not enough. That's not enough of any of those things for me. Well, it's enough paprika. If you ask me, paprika just really doesn't have a flavor aside from bitter, right? Like to me, that's the only flavor that paprika has. Um, yeah, that's what I use it for. But you've already got tomatoes, which are red, right? So if you're using tinned tomatoes, I feel like you could skip the paprika completely. Now smoked paprika is a little different. Let me look up my shakshuka recipe and I will tell you. Cumin. I have a phone call. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. Also rude, Fox. Rude. Uh 32 minutes before we went to the cookbooks. All right. You know what? So paprika, yeah, it's there just for the color. Cumin, I do a full teaspoon. Chili powder. This doesn't look right. Let me see if my other recipe, because I feel like I use more than a teaspoon. Nope, that's it. A teaspoon of cumin, a half teaspoon of chili powder. And it depends on the mood that I'm in. If I'm feeling really spicy, I also add cayenne, or instead of chili powder, I use Kashmiri chili powder because spicy. All right. Sorry. Also, that phone call was not what I needed. I forgot what I was doing. This is it. This is my life, guys. I literally a goldfish. Oh right. Let's make tools that don't suck. So okay. This is a bit of a backstory. My mother had dementia. And my dad has Alzheimer's. And my mother passed away with dementia last June, almost a year ago. Um, and my dad is still in a memory care facility every once in a while. Now this is, you hear people talk about going no contact with their family. I I have pretty much gone no contact with my dad. Um, I have learned some things that, I'm going to use the rest of these before I switch just cuz I don't want to throw them. I don't have cactus to throw them onto and I don't feel like dealing with it. Everybody learns at some point that their parents are only human, right? Like it's just something that we all learn. Um that being said, usually when we learn that, it's just, oh, they've made mistakes. Oh, they have no idea what they're doing either, right? Like you, at some point in your life, you wake up and realize that all of the people that you thought had it all figured out are just as clueless as you. And the only reason that you thought they had it all figured out was because they've just had a little bit more life experience. And that's it. Um, what really sucks is when that realization also comes with, yeah, I want to go down a little bit more. Also comes with the realization that they're horrible people. um I kind of
I don't see
always,
much of nothing. A matter of
oh,
fact, I can't
hi
even see you.
fish. Uh that's fine. I don't need to see for this and it's fine. So not horrible timing. Um like maybe not like murderers or you know, like that kind of horrible people, but not good people. I always knew that I was basically an accessory, right? Like they loved me the best that they could, but I was never a person. Um I was there to complete, and again, you younger kids may not understand this because times they have changed. But right, Fox, there was an expectation back then, right? Like that you have a family, that you get your family portraits done, once every year or two, and that like I was there to complete that portrait. That was me. I was a tennis bracelet essentially. Like that's literally it. Um and I was loved like any cherished possession. I was loved. I was cared for. I wasn't abused. I was clothed. I was fed. Physically, I was fine, right? Like I was I was taken care of. Um but as a person I did not exist. Um I did not We lived out in the middle of nowhere, right? I grew up on a farm. And so I didn't have neighbors to play with. I was the only kid. Uh, I was an only child. So I had to take care of myself, essentially. It was I was very lonely, and there was not a lot of, "Oh, hi, Real, we're having the parents conversation." Um, there was a lot of times where I asked them to play a board game with me or to do something with me, and they were just too busy, right? Like, physically abused, I was not. Emotionally abused, I'm not sure. I don't want to say yes, but I also don't want to rule it out completely. I don't know, honestly. Um, I could not tell you. Yeah, but and I'm not arguing with your therapist. I'm not. I'm just not sure if I would classify it as neglect, right? Like I'm not saying it's not abuse. I'm saying I don't know if that's what I experienced. Oh no, I'm not arguing. I agree. I think neglect is abuse. I see what neglect did to my dog. So, no arguments. 100%. It is abuse. I completely agree. I just I'm saying I don't know if I don't like that. I'm saying I don't know if what I experienced was neglect. Um and I think part of that too is because of the tism, right? Like I prefer being alone, but then I also wonder how much of that is because of how I grew up. Right? Did I always prefer it, or was that just a learned behavior? Is that something that it has become my security blanket because that is what I had? But regardless, oh, I can put my glasses back on. Regardless, realizing my mom absolutely, I think she loved me the most. And I think her love was closest to being genuine. Especially like when I became an adult. Uh we started having like coffee together, and like she experienced me more as an adult. Dad, I don't think I ever grew up. He still told stories of like me learning how to cook on my own, of course, because no one taught me how to cook. Why would I learn anything from anyone other than myself? I'm not bitter. But his favorite thing to do, and my Mr. Cow will tell you this, every time they were here, he would always talk about, "Oh, I remember when she used to make them concoctions." And I'm sitting here serving him beef Wellington, right? Or chicken with a chipotle hollandaise. Like I've learned how to fucking cook, right? But in his head, he just sees he just sees the mess that I used to make. There's no it it's very, I don't know the right word for it. Like he's still trying to make me that child. He's not, he can't see me. He literally cannot see me as an adult. Um so I found out that it doesn't end there, right? Um, I found out that my dad just wasn't a good man. Uh, like con artist almost. He would he would buy a car and then just disappear. Like we would move and eventually they'd have to find the car and it would be repossessed. Like it and he did that with houses, he did that with cars. Like towards the end, he said that he put everything in mom's name. That way, if anything happened to him, she wouldn't have to. Exactly, Fox. He remembers but it wasn't even his inconvenience. That man didn't raise a finger. Mom waited on him hand and foot. So it's not like he had to clean it up. It's not like he had to eat it. I always made it just for me to eat because they would leave. I would be like, I started being left on my own when I was like 10 or 11, right? And if I got hungry, what was I supposed to do? I would boil an egg or I would make something. I would find something. I took care of myself basically. Um and I don't mean like leave for days. I mean like they would for the day. They would go a couple cities over or something. Um so it's not even his inconvenience, right? It's just he just refuses to see me as anything other than anyway. So yeah, him putting everything in her name had nothing to do with him being concerned that she wouldn't be taken care of. It was because his credit was literally so far shot that he could no longer, even with high interest rates, get anything approved. He was he was basically he was basically sleeping in the bed that he had made. Um but mom got dementia before he started losing like this is going to sound really shitty. Mom lost her mind before dad lost his. Um but because mom had always taken care of him, fed him, cleaned, like literally the man didn't even know how to turn on a dishwasher. He didn't know how to do a load of laundry. He didn't know how to do anything. And he also hid how bad mom was getting from all of us. I would call and talk to mom or call to talk to mom and she would be busy or she would not be there and he had her phone turned off. So like they only had cell phones and he finally got it down when she started getting bad, he basically just turned her phone off, like stopped paying for it, and so they only had his phone. So I would have to call his phone to talk to her, and if she was having a bad day, well guess who wasn't there? Guess who was out in town with Jolene or doing something else but wasn't at home. Funny how that happened, right? And I didn't question it because I, at this point, did not know what my dad was capable of. I did not know that he had been lying to me my entire life. Uh, and I do mean lying to me. My uncle, he had always told me that my uncle was just the worst man possible. Well, guess who has been taking care of dad this entire time since dad's been in the memory care facility? Guess who set all of that up? Because I was in Texas and couldn't, right? Because they don't live in Texas. They live like 4 states over. Guess who took care of everything? Guess who still takes care of everything? Guess who calls me to find out if I'm aligned with him on a certain course of action, right? Guess who's not as horrible as I was told my entire life? Like literally 40 plus years, I was told this man was a shitbag. Guess who wasn't? Guess who was not? So when I say that he lied to me my entire life, I mean it. Um, that's part of the reason why I have gone no contact with my dad. Uh, the other part is because when they got put, that's exactly what it was. To the point, Fox, this is going to really seal the deal for so many people. When my uncle and his wife got divorced, they had a son. Mom and dad basically tried to steal that son. Not physically, but emotionally. They tried they tried to be his parents because in their mind a divorced and broken home was no place for a child. Meanwhile, the lessons that my mother taught me by staying with a man that I asked her when her mind was like no longer with it enough to hide the truth from me. I was like, "Did you stay with dad just because of me?" And she said, "Yes." Do you know the lessons that that taught me? Do you? Like, because let me tell you, when I say that my marriage to Mr. Cal almost failed because of what I thought marriage should be, guess who taught me that? Guess who taught me that a woman should sacrifice everything that she is? Guess who taught me that the man should be, you know, if the man wants pizza for dinner, then we all eat pizza for dinner because we eat as a family, right? I am not my mother. I am not sacrificing everything that I am. I refuse to sacrifice who I am for anyone. And the resentment that grew between Mr. Cal and I because of that, I felt like I was giving, giving, giving and never getting. And in a way, that's exactly what was happening, right? But that's because he was raised differently, where it was two individuals that shared a life, not two individuals that just did everything that one individual wanted. So we were living in two very different marriages and it didn't work. So I'm sorry. I would rather have grown up in a broken, air quotes, heavily used there home than learn the lessons that I learned. Um, so if I, it's been a rough, real can tell you, it's been a rough couple of years because I've learned a lot in a very abrupt time frame in very abrupt ways. Um, yeah. So the nail in the coffin for why I went no contact is because when mom got bad enough that he couldn't hide it anymore, and we had to put them both in a memory care facility, the text messages that I got from this man, they were emotionally abusive. They were, look, my mother could wield guilt like a weapon. Like, and I grew up in that kind of household. That is why guilt doesn't work on me. For those of you that have tried, I give no fucks. That's nice. You're crying. That sucks. That's a you problem. Like I guilt doesn't work on me. It just doesn't because I became so used to it and so numb to it from a very young age. Um Mom probably was the only person who could still guilt me into doing something, and even then, she would have had to have gotten very lucky, right? Like, it was not something that she had to catch me on the right day. My dad tried to guilt me. Um, I don't deserve to be here. We're fine. They don't let us go outside. I remember that phone call very well. It was when I finally like started considering um I started considering cutting off being no contact with him. He called me and said, "They don't let us go outside. This is a prison." And I was like, "Dad, can can I hear can I hear birds?" "Well, yeah, we're out here on the porch." "The porch is outside, Dad." "Well, yeah, but like they won't let us leave." I'm like, "No, they won't let you leave." Like, but you're outside. Like you are outside. Like we did research. I knew this place, right? Like I knew where this place was. I saw the reviews. I talked to people. This is, you look, if you have ADHD and TISM or either one, you know what research is about. Like research is at least a day of falling down rabbit holes, and trust me when I tell you I did research, it was a week's worth of research because this is my parents, right? Like I'm not just going to stick them anywhere. I want to know. Have you had any reports of abuse? Like have you what's your history? Like I got lawyers involved. Like I was I was thorough. Um so I knew when he said they don't let him go outside, I knew it was bullshit. But the fact that he told me that while he was outside, like that makes the lie so much worse. That's like me sitting there stuffing my face with a T-bone steak telling you that I'm starving, right? Like, "Oh, I don't ever eat." Like that's I can't with that shit. Um the nail in the coffin though is when he messaged me and said that if he didn't get out, he was going to kill himself. And I was like, this is emotional blackmail. This is bullshit. I it was an I think I either read them to Rill or sent them to Rill. She can tell you. It was like paragraph after paragraph, day after day of just a manipulative, like emotionally blackmailing. Like it was unbelievable the shit that this man sent me. Um and it went on for weeks. Um until he finally ran out of minutes on his phone. And I told the nursing home and um I told my uncle, do not get him more minutes, do not get him a new phone. I can't do this. I cannot live the rest of his life like this. Um now, fast forward to the fact that he finally he so with Alzheimer's, it's not as bad as dementia. You lose who you are. Like you lose everything. You lose your identity, you lose your age, you lose your life experience. When mom right before mom passed, she thought she was a teenager or early 20s and was having the time of her life. Like she was dancing with the other people. She was having the time of her life. She was young again. And I am so grateful that that was her experience. Alzheimer's, you just lose memories and it affects your personality in a way where a lot of people just become meaner versions of themselves. I agree. One, he's too selfish. He would never. And two, yeah, you lose your empathy. Two, it's not okay to use that as a threat. Like I I have experience with people. I also have life experience. When you're at that point, you don't talk about it. You don't It's not something you discuss. It's just something that you you wrangle with internally before you decide what to do. It is a very private matter. It's not something that you advertise. If you're like it's this oh, it's a cry for help. Not always. I'm not saying that no one ever does. I'm just saying that in my experience, it's usually not the case that it's advertised. Um yeah, that was it for me. Exactly, real. Exactly. Um so I don't know, and this is why I say that I don't know about what I had being neglect or it being abusive, because what I've experienced in the last year or two with him, I absolutely do consider to be emotional abuse. And it's not healthy. It's not healthy for me. It's not good. It's not okay. It's not acceptable. So I just said no. Um, he got pissed off at me because I told him the truth that he can't get out of there. Uh, the long story would get even longer if I told you the reasons why, but the state had to get involved twice within 24 hours. And in the state that they are in, that if it's a dementia or Alzheimer or like something about elders that are not able to take care of themselves, if it's related to that, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much game over. Um so I got a phone call that basically said from the state, now, if you can find somewhere, a facility for them, or we will. And I was not having them in a state run facility. I just refuse. I'll here you go. The state is Alabama. Would you put anyone that you care even remotely about into Alabama state run facility? Like, if you know anything about Alabama, would you? Because I can tell you right now, I sure as shit wouldn't. Like, there's not a chance. I don't know that there's anyone in my life that I hate that much. Pretty sure there's not. Pretty sure that that level of hatred does not exist. Um, but he got pissed off because I told him, I was like, look, I can't. I can't get you out of there. I can't. I can't. My uncle can't. Nobody can. The state got involved. This is it. Like, you, I wanted to, guys, so bad. I wanted to tell him because I, for years, had told him, you and mom need to move to Alabama, or you and mom need to move to Texas. Like, y'all need to move out here. Please move out here. Please move out here. Right? Like, please. Y'all are getting to that age. I want to make sure that like y'all are taken care of. Please. And every time it was some other excuse. It was all I could do when I had to tell him no. It was all I could do not to also add, "You should have done what I told you to when I told you to." Guys, sometimes being a bigger person sucks. Like, sometimes I just wanna be a petty bitch. And sometimes I am, but I felt like he was already distressed. I felt like that was the wrong time to be a petty bitch. Exactly, real. That's what I said. I just want to be a petty bitch. Oh, real, you're here now. So you weren't here when I discovered this. So this oh. Oh no. Oh no. No, I don't like you. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna put a window here and I'm gonna basically turn this into one big hobbit hole compound, right? So I've decided to put a path through my farm. I just don't know what to make the path out of. A part of me wants to keep some of it, I think, as farmland, just because, rich dirt, pretty. But I don't know. I think maybe dark oak might go good, but then I don't know what else to sprinkle in. Um, like I have two coarse clay, obviously clay. I mean, right, what was I thinking? Jeez. Aside from the fact that the color is gonna clash horribly. Um, but yeah, so I don't know. I think dark oak. Oh, you're gonna irritate me. Now you won't. Irritation removed. There we go. Yeah. And I think I'll put oh. Oh. Waterlogged. Waterlogged oaks, dark oak stairs, real. Mm. Yes. Okay. And this is gonna be I've already cleared this out. I'm gonna put a cobble generator in here, just like a little piddly one. Uh because I am not generating enough cobble. I also need to just go down to the mines and collect a fuck ton of deep slate. Like I have some, but not a lot. See, I would love to use like the soul sand or the soul soil because I think that would be kind of neat, but it slows you down. And I don't like that. The problem is I just don't have a lot of options right now. Like if I had, oh no. Oh no. The th- the thought that I just had was if if I had silk touch, which you know what that means. Son of a bitch. Oh, it's too early. It's too early. I don't have any ideas for my trading hall. I don't know what I want it to look like. I haven't. Damn it. Oh, anyway. So yeah, that phone call was basically the same phone call that pissed him off um months ago, which was the last time, funnily enough, the last time I talked to him. It was like August, September maybe. It was in the autumn was the last time I talked to him. He called and I said that there was nothing I could do. He got pissed off even though this was like the 12th time that I had told him this, right? Suddenly he got pissed off. He cussed me out and that was it. I haven't heard from him since. So I did not recognize the number Or else I wouldn't have answered it during stream. Oh, which time, Real? He's attempted breakouts multiple times. But no, that was after he tried the breakout. Welcome back, Macy. But yeah. So this phone call was basically him doing the same thing again. Contact your uncle and see if he can come get me and break me out of here. I want to get back to regular life. What regular life? He sold the house that was in Mom's name. He sold it out from under Mom. He bought an RV. And then didn't like the RV. And took the RV back. So, what regular life? Where are you going to live? What are you going to do? Your social security check is not going to be enough to buy another RV. Like, I don't know what you think is going to happen or what regular life you think is waiting for you, but I assure you it's not. No, Rowan, and I don't want you to mistake this for me. I think his existence is miserable enough. Honestly, I don't think him being punched is going to make one iota a difference in how miserable he is. I think he's miserable enough. I don't think he needs it. Now, for those of you considering going no contact, let me just go ahead and spit some mad truth to you. It is not as peaceful as you think it is. There's a lot of guilt with it. There's a lot of guilt with it. I have been no contact, like I said, since the autumn. And Christmas was very hard. Not because of any sense of holiday spirit or anything like that, but because if you are going no contact, it is because you are probably, and I'm not saying I'm a good person, right? I'm bitter and spiteful and petty, and I know what I'm about, right? But I'm a better person than he is. And even that sounds shitty to say, right? But it doesn't change the fact that it's true. I basically I took all of the lessons that he gave me to heart. He was very big on honesty. He was like, I grew up being taught all of these lessons that he never abided by. It literally a picture perfect display of do as I say, not as I do. So Christmas was hard because I had the guilt. It's Christmas time. No one should be alone at Christmas. I know he feels abandoned. I know he feels like like, oh, what is he thinking? Like, oh, she's abandoned me, and he already thought he told me I say to my face, because it was a phone call, so not really to my face, but he called me a shitty damn daughter. Um so that echoed in my head a lot. Like, oh my god, he was right. I am a shitty damn daughter. What have I done? Like I'm leaving the man that raised me. Forget forget the lies, forget all of the rest of it, right? He raised me. He clothed me. He fed me. He did all of these things for me when I was a child. And here I am abandoning him at Christmas. His birthday, which is in September, same thing. Same thing. What have I done? It's his birthday and I'm not even calling him. Like, and I'm so thankful for people like Ray and Rill and Mr. Cal, who in those moments, and I will call them of weakness because they were, reminded me, why would you go to see him or call him for Christmas or birthday when he's just, because I was thinking about going out there for Christmas, and they're like, why would you spend that much money flying out or that much time driving out, because it is a 16-hour drive, when you know that he's just going to cuss you out? He's just going to yell at you. He's going to abuse you. Why would you put yourself through that? Like, why is his Christmas more important than yours? I am so very thankful that I have friends that are willing to tell me that. This is going to piss me off, but I need to fill that hole in. Um so I'm very thankful for them for that. Like, cuz I would have made horrible mistakes and gone out there, because, and Fox can attest to this, that is just the way we're raised in the South. You take care of your people. It's horrible, but it's true. But then I remind myself, I am taking care of him. I have put him in a facility where he is fed, he is bathed, because God knows he wasn't doing that himself. Yep. So Fox, you understand what it is for a southern child, especially one that was raised in like the 80s and 90s, to go no contact with their family, specifically their parents. Like, that is a very hard decision to come to. Um it is a it's a big deal. Like, I don't know about the younger kids these days, like the younger generations, like millennials and Z, and like, maybe them going no contact in the South is just, it's not as big of a deal, but oh god, the guilt. The guilt. It's it's been it's been a lot. So yeah. Um that's why I said, as soon as you were like asked about that phone call, I was like, this is going to be a long story. This is like an hour long story. I don't know any way to make it shorter. Yeah, it's a lot. So just, if you have children, practice what you preach, please. And remember that they are people. They are people. They are not accessories. They are not a doll for you to dress up. They are people. That is the moral of this story. I need to start. What does glistening melon even do? Is there a point in me holding on to it, or can I just eat it? Because I feel like it's just taking up inventory space, and I don't care. Oh my God, the amount of mining I need to do. I need andesite. I need deep slate. I need all of these things. I mean, yeah, Rowan, you can. The thing is the southern US. Have you ever it's an older movie now, so probably not, but there was a movie called Sweet Home Alabama, I think it was. Was that the name of the movie? It had Reese, was it Reese Witherspoon? Uh I think it was Sweet Home Alabama. Yes. Where she moved out and she got a job in like New York City or something. And when she came back, a phrase that she said was, "You really need a passport to come down here." It's true. It's a whole other world. Like, forget country. It's a whole other world. So, like, I know the younger generations the world over, going no contact is still a big decision, but it's not as uncommon. In the South, from my generation, that is unheard of. Yeah. It's tough though. See, like Fox, you did minimal contact and then no contact, but you did it with both of them. I still wanted contact with my mother because my mother learned who I was as a person. Um I was still her little girl, right? Like she still had no sense of my style. She still bought me god awful clothing and things that I hated because she liked them, right? But she at least would like talk to me as an adult and have adult conversations. See, Fox, what we did since they had just sold the house, we cleaned out their checking and savings, and we paid for their cremation up front. So all of that's already paid for well, mom's already been cremated, but dad's is already paid for. So then everything else went into an account to pay for the facility. And then everything past that is covered by Medicare, I think, and then their Social Security. Yeah. No, that movie is 100% accurate. Like never in all of Hollywood has a truer line ever been spoken about the South. You really should require a passport to go down there. Yeah, I didn't. Dad had pushed everyone away. Fox, like, I wish I was kidding, but like there was no one. Another composter, I think. Two composters. And then we'll do two lecterns and see if I can get lucky. But I need books, which means I need paper, which means I need a farm, which means I need redstone, which means, oh my God. Okay. I just love Minecraft for the rabbit holes. Such delicious rabbit holes. Yep. Yep. The only child thing, man. Were you adopted too? Because let me tell you, that's where they really get you with the guilt. We chose you. We handpicked you. You should act better than this. Oh my God. The amount of guilt that they legitimately tried to put at my feet every time I turned around. All right. We've got redstone stuff. All right. If I'm going to do a cobble generator in here, I mean, I don't need anything fancy. At least not yet. Yeah, I'm going to have to rename this VOD, I think. I'm going to have to do something about trigger warnings because we've talked about some things. Oh no, Rowan, guilt is forever. And I do mean this. Forever going to be a part of parents and how they deal with their children. Like 100%, I don't think that's ever going to change, right? And I'm just Fox will tell you Southern parents' guilt is religious guilt on crack. Oh, that's the other thing, Fox. Yeah, being a tax deduction. You're right. Yeah. Like you take Catholic guilt, right? Like just as an example, and multiply that by at least 3 times, and you have Southern parental guilt. They they weaponize it like you would not believe. They know what they're doing. It's not a coy manipulation, right? Like I've seen Mr. Cal's mom because Mr. Cal and I have been together for a long, long time. His sister was still a teenager and still in high school when we were dating, and she's now married. Um, she she came home late, and the guilt that I saw my mother-in-law wield was tame. But it destroyed my sister-in-law. Like she was in tears, like it ate her up. And I'm sitting there like that wasn't anything. Like why are you upset? Like like I'm like "Eh?" Like she didn't even call you a disappointment. Like I don't understand. Like why are we upset? Where do I want this here? Not there. Like, I will never. I say that, and then I'm gonna say this. I am not belittling the guilt that my mother-in-law, or how it affected my sister-in-law, nor right. Because I was running low, but then maybe I don't need a cobble generator at this point, right? We'll see. I'm not belittling anybody's experience with guilt. It's a horrible thing to use against a child. There are better ways to parent. I feel like using guilt is taking the lazy way out. It is effective, but what does it do? In the long run, how does it affect that child? I'm just saying I've seen what some kids consider a guilt trip, and I'm just like, you've gotten off easy. I don't think guilt with a purpose is okay either. Like I don't. Nope. It's manipulative and wrong. And I don't think there's anything anyone can say that would change my mind. I just don't see how. I think there's better ways to teach your child. So I will disagree with you on that one. Do I want to do that? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Sure. Go for it. Knock yourself out, Rowan. I'm sorry that this turned into, like, a trauma dump. My bad, guys. Oh, stay on track. Al, stay on track. We want to do this. We're gonna need one of those. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab that because I'm tired of running out here for it. Yeah, well, I would say thank you and that I needed it, but I've kind of, aside from moments of guilt, right, where I still feel guilty, I'm kind of good. I'm kind of good with it now. Like, I for sure was not for a while. Um Hey, Monarch. No, I do not fear. I do not fear the Monarch. Also, sorry I never replied to you in Discord. Or maybe I did. I don't remember. I've blinked since then. But yeah, no, it's completely fine. I understand. I get it. Trust me, if anyone gets the, oh my God, I have way too much to do, it's me. Aw, that's good. That's so good, Rowan. I'm so happy. I like how you tried to make it positive, and then I'm just gonna sit here and go like, my parents would never. They would never. I never bothered coming out to them, ever, because I knew it would do no good. I don't think I need that to be out. I can fill that in temporarily with Cobble. Oh my God, I'm so tired of seeing Cobble. That is awesome, though. I'm very, very happy for you. Actually, I don't remember if that was here that I had that conversation or if it was. I don't remember where I had that conversation. Like, I would say I'm an ally, but I'm a member, so I know that. I think it's the tism. I don't understand the and again, please don't take this as me belittling your experience because that's not it at all. I'm legitimately trying to understand um the need to come out to your family. Right? Like I never did. I never saw the need to come out to my mom and dad. I figured it would upset them. It would be more trouble than it was worth. I would have to deal with their big feelings. And it would probably just increase the amount of phone calls I get telling me that they're praying for me and that I need to go back to church. So it didn't change who I was. It didn't change, like, me telling them wouldn't change who I was. And it would just be more trouble than it's worth. So I never saw the need to. I never saw the importance of them knowing because them knowing didn't change my reality. So I'm always, and I mean this when I say it, I am always so thrilled and happy for people when they say that they came out to their parents and it went well. Okay? Hear me when I say that because I know, even though I never did, that it would not have gone well. Um, I guess I don't understand. Also, Fox, do you think that it could also partly be because of how we grew up in like that era and the South, right? Like your sexuality, your preferences, things like that just wasn't discussed to begin with. Oh wow. You are quite the successful streaker, Monarch. You've gone absolutely no pants for so long. See, and that's what I remember church being. Agape, the love, the like the understanding, love your neighbor and like love. I just remember love being at the heart of every teaching when I was and so I grew up loving and not hating. But then I got old enough and I saw what they were their actions didn't match their words. Oh my god, Monarch, that's insane. You I thought I hated pants, but I think you might hate pants more than me. Yeah, I get that. But I think but that goes back to like why? Why tell them to begin with? Like I get if you think that it'll go well, but regardless of how you think it'll go, the only people that I tell my friends, I tell people that I want to know me, right? Like and maybe that's it. Maybe you want your parents to know you, but I don't know. Like I realized I came out to myself when I was in like maybe 15, 16. I think 15 is when I started having the thoughts and because of how I was raised, I'll be honest, the concerns that I might be not straight. And I was 16 when I basically said, yeah, no, I'm not straight. Um but even at 16, I already knew and that maybe this is really sad. No, it is really sad. I already knew um there was no point. They were not going to be accepting. Like they're not going to know me, and them knowing me, they're not going to have the love in their heart to just accept me. So I just didn't bother. Yeah. But you know what, Rowan? Speaking of pride parades, that was my first experience. That's when I started turning my back on the church. When I moved back to Texas and got involved in the community, my very first pride parade, there were again heavy use of quote air quotes here Christians with big signs that lined the parade route that said God hates you. And that was not the God that I grew up hearing about. Like that was just not that was when I realized I didn't want to be a part of that. I didn't want to be associated with that kind of hate. And that was when I started turning my back on the church. So we can get real deep if we're going to get into religion, but religion and politics are two things that I said no, I don't want to be a part of this channel. And I've wrestled. I agree. I agree, Monarch. It it's not in scripture. Again, we can't get into it. I have wrestled recently with the religion and politic debate, and whether or not to keep it out of the channel. And I wouldn't mind y'all's thoughts on it. I actually had this conversation with Mr. Cal in the car the other day. Um, a part of me wants to, like, I know I'm small. I know I'm a nobody. I know that I don't have a huge platform. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. Um, but a platform is still a platform. And a part of me believes that if you have a platform, you should use it to do good. You should use it to fight injustice and to see, I'm even trying to word this in a way. My other problem is, and I told Mr. Cal this, I was like, I'm not concerned about losing viewers. I'm not concerned about even losing like subscribers. That is not my concern. My concern is how many people uh come here and hang out because I don't talk about those things. Right? Like how many people are bombarded by all of it, especially in the US right now, right? Like it's guys, it's 24/7 here. It's in our faces. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you are on. That is pretty much everywhere you go on the internet. That is all we talk about. And how many of people that come and hang out here are doing it because we don't talk about it, because we don't have that conversation. We don't, and I want there to be a safe space. I feel like that's important too, right? Like there needs to be a place that you can go to get away from it. No matter what side of the fight you are on, you need a reprieve. And I told Mr. Cowell, I was like, that's why I'm not gonna do it. That's why I am keeping my opinions to myself. I'm sure if you're savvy enough, you can extrapolate my thoughts and feelings, but I am not gonna come out and say it. Yeah. I and that's me. I'm trying really hard not to be political. I try really hard to avoid it. And it is incredibly difficult for me, Monarch, because I have such very strong opinions. What do we think? We're going to extend this a little bit. I think we're going to extend this just a little bit because I would like to put another window here. And if I'm going to put another window here, I need to round this out a little bit, I think. Oh no. Yeah. I For being where I'm from, this is how I'm going to word this, Fox. You'll probably pick up on it. For being from where I'm from, I have an unexpected alignment. If that makes sense. We'll just leave it there. That's exactly, Monarch, exactly. You can't, it's hard, the right side of history. Who the hell knows until the history books are written? All right. I think I like that. I I feel like I feel like the lines that divide the North and the South, Fox, are so still hundreds of years later, still so boldly and blatantly written. I need to put redstone in. I got sidetracked. That never happens, guys. Shocking, I know. Squirrel. Oh yeah, guys, I did it. I did the thing. So we have a new command. When I squirrel, you can do ta-da or you can do squirrel. It also works with exclamation point squirrel. Um so anytime anybody has a squirrel moment, we can celebrate it. And if you weren't here for the ta-da conversation, speak up and I'll explain it. But no, the lines between the North and the South are still so crazily bold. I feel like my response to you is going to be unsurprising, but surprising for my reason. um, I don't know if this is going to work or not. I feel like that might not work. We might need to test that. Nope, it worked. It's going to push me off again. Yay. My reason is I think I like good food too much to move and be a Yankee. Oh, I think there's a cooldown, Liz. Yeah, there is. I like to think that I'm not going to have more than one squirrel moment in an hour or in a minute and a half. But if that becomes not the case, I'll fix the cooldown. But for now it's a minute and a half. I will probably end up having multiple squirrel moments. I mean, okay, but so I'm going to say it this way, Fox. I am very concerned. This has been my major. I probably, when Mr. Cal and I split up and almost got divorced, I was a Barbie inch away from moving up to the north. Um, and the only thing that stopped me was the fact that I was very afraid I wouldn't be able to get some of my favorite ingredients. I I don't think you understand how much I cook. Uh oh, we're gonna have to go chop down some trees. And we're also gonna need to sleep. The South is just oh, I've been saying that for years. I don't know where I got it. I can almost guarantee you it's not a Cal original though. Pretty sure I picked that up from somewhere. I just don't know what I just don't know where. Barbie inch. I don't even know if that's a southernism. I mean it could be. I put the window here. And that's gonna need to go there. Right? Is that how I did it? No, one more over. It could be a southernism. Like I said, I don't remember where I got it from. I just know I've been saying it for years. Well, that means that's going to have to come out one more again. All that to put one block. Okay. So then I'll start curving these, rounding this off, I think. No thank you, Rowan. All right, Fox, have fun. When you get back, you'll have to tell me what you're having for the foods, though. I'm gonna need to know. Yeah, we'll round this out. I'll probably actually round it out even more. I mean, that's fine. Just any criticism against Subnautica 1 or 2 is going to earn the wrath of Rowan. But, I mean, really, what else is new? Yeah, it is. And I think a lot of people forget that, right? Like, it is early access. I get. I think that's why I'm torn, like, on the Hermit's all playing it right now. um, it does sound like a Scottish curse. I'm kind of here for it. The Wrath of Rowan. There needs to be a video game, and it would be something like Scottish or English, right? Like old, like medieval fantasy. I am not going to clarify anything on that at all, Rowan. Hey, I have the glass now. I could go do that. Yay, you're growing. Okay. I don't know it's gonna work. Lemon pepper chicken with baked potatoes and sheet pan veggies. That sounds really good. I don't know what I'm gonna do for dinner tonight. I have leftovers. So like I have a burger and some grilled onions. I might do that. I also have some potatoes I need to use. I don't know. I don't know what nothing sounds good. I do have chicken. Low profile, hot swappable, creamy keyboard. Okay, well, it depends on what you mean by hot swappable. If you want to be able to use whatever switches you want, no. Unfortunately, a lot of the low profile hot swappables are only hot swappable with switches put out by that company. If you want something like that, your best bet is to build it from the ground up. If you want it to be hot swappable with like your favorite brand of switches, build it from the ground up. If you're not that into it, you want creamy, you want to be able to change out switches as they go bad, then yes. I would go with the Flow 100, the low free Flow 100. They have a low profile. It might be the low free. So that one has a numpad. If you don't give a shit about a numpad, go for just the low free flow. They are hot swappable, right? The low free flow are hot swappable, but they're hot swappable and you have to get the switches from low free. So hot swappable in that if a switch goes bad and you can fix it, yes, low free, 100%. I actually have one sitting right here next to me. I don't know if my mic will pick it up, like if I pick up the keyboard. And I don't know if you can hear this. Like that right there. That I don't know if you can hear that. That is the keyboard. And it sounds really creamy. I don't know how it comes across on stream, if it comes across at all. But it is super creamy. And I love it. I love it. I don't actively use it right now because I was testing out Luma 84, which I did it because it's 84%. It does not have a numpad. It gives me more desktop room. Like here, let me unplug or turn off the Luma. It's a little bit more poppy. Yeah, I'll unplug it. It's a little bit more poppy. It's not as creamy. It's a little bit more what I would call thocky. Like it's got a little bit more click to it. Like that's just a little bit more. And that's the Luma 84, not by Lofree. I don't remember. I think it's Epo Maker. It is low profile. My only problem with it is it doesn't have legs, so I can't tilt it up. I can't put it at an angle. That's the only problem I have with it. That and the lack of numpad. But I am getting used to not having a numpad. Yeah, Liz, it is really smooth. The Lofree flows are some of the creamiest, most satisfying low profile keyboards. Yeah, I mean, and that's just it's personal preference, right? Like people either like the clacky ones or they like thock or they like creamy. I really like creamy and thocky. The Luma 84 is somewhere between creamy and thocky. Yeah, if you need a numpad, 100% go the Lofree 4 Lofree Flow 100. It's really really good. I I cannot it's got a weird zero. It's got the short stubby zero. Um so you don't have like you kind of have to twist your thumb under a little bit to hit the zero on the numpad, but it that I found, and I'm an old dog that has issues learning new tricks. I found that was very easy to do. Like I adjusted to that very easily. All right, so let's figure this out. I'm not going to do zombie curing yet, but I will probably. So we're going to need a spot for a zombie eventually. And then the next one will be the villager. So the villager is going to go here. And then I need a walkway to get in case I need to do something back here. So yeah, villager here, and then switch, switch, nope. Because the lectern will go here. Switch here. Switch, lectern, villagers. That's perfect. That is perfect. Okay. Yay. So now we just need to figure out. We need to keep the villagers in place. I would say I learned how to type on a typewriter. I did type on a typewriter, but I wouldn't say I learned how. Right? Like it was very much hunt and peck. When I learned proper typing, I was a teenager and we already had a computer lab. Like it was in 97, 96, 97. Oh, okay. Liz, ads are over. So creamy Do you know what Thaki is? Like when I say Thaki, do you know what that sound is? It's if you know what Thok is, creamy is going to be easier to explain. Oh, okay. Okay, so this gives us 2 farmers. Right now, as it stands, we'll have 2 farmers. And 2 librarians. I am sick of cobble. Wait. Nope. That's not right. Is it? Is it? Nope, that is right. Damn it. I want this to go here. They are. See, there's one there now. They're spawning. So the rule for iron farms, the villagers have to be scared, but the villagers had to have slept or at least dipped into a bed the previous night. If they did not, then no spawn. Since we've been over at the base working on other little piddly farms, then they have not been dipping into their beds. So when we come back over, nothing is spawning. But because it was nighttime when we came back over here just now, they dipped into bed. So now we'll start getting spawns again while we're working over here. But yeah, it's not just it's not just the villagers have to be scared. They also have to have at least gotten close to sleep, if that makes sense. Oh no. All right, what we're gonna do, because I don't trust villagers, and I also want to make sure they're spawn proofed. We're gonna leave them in their minecart, at least until we actually start working on a trading, like an actual trading hall. This is just temporary. Yeah, Rowan, I don't know what happened. I my my right ring finger knuckle, like my first knuckle, is really stiff today. Um I don't know what I did, but I'm not particularly enjoying it. Oh Lord. I it scares me that you learn stuff from me, Fox, because I don't think I'm very smart or good at this game. And also, I get so distracted. I don't know how you follow along with anything that I'm doing because I am all about the squirrels. I only have one lectern, and until that was not what I wanted to do. Until I get some paper and some leather, which is going to mean I'm going to have to do a cow farm, which I don't want to do because I don't want the meat. I just want the leather. I mean, I could do horses, but God, those things are annoying and I hate their death sounds. Oh, right. It was down here. I'm only going to have the one lectern. I mean, I could go back over to that, to that village and hope and pray that I got another lectern over there. I guess I left that in there too. Hey, Gareth. How you doing? We're running around getting distracted and accomplishing a whole lot of nothing. Like, I literally today, I dug this out. I've been live for 2 hours and almost 15 minutes. I've dug this out. I made that. I dug this out and I built stairs. Like, this is naturally occurring. I didn't dig this out. I just dug this little bit and put stairs. I made a pretend path until I figure out, like, I've accomplished nothing. Really? I don't. We did a lot of talking is basically what we've accomplished today. We've done a lot of talking. Trauma dumping, you know. It's which is you know. I I was supposed to go live at 3. I woke up at 3:05. And then I was live at 3:20. I'm gonna blame it on Mr. Cal. I'm gonna blame it on Mr. Cal. How many do I have in here? Oh, good. Exactly how many I need. I'm gonna have to make one more. Um, he he flops around like a fish out of water in bed. Like it's bad. Yeah, I'm gonna put that there. So I think what happens is when he gets out of bed, I finally get a deep sleep. Oh no. Oh no. I just had a thought. This is not okay. There. Oh no. Okay, there. Oh, can lightning hit him from the side? Do I need to protect him from the side? See, this is what I don't know. I know protect him from above, right? Because I'm not trying to have a witch farm over here. But I don't know if I need to protect him from the side. I am not. I am not putting another. I only have one lectern, so the rest of these guys are going to be farmers. Yeah. Sleeping next to someone does take some time to get used to. I just it's constant. I don't think I get good sleep because I think he shakes the whole bed. Right? Like he just it's so I think he gets out of bed and my brain is just like, oh. And that's when I sleep. So I think that's why I have a hard time getting out of bed. Cuz guys, I woke up. Like I woke up at 10 something. And then I was just like, yeah, no. I'm not ready to get up. And then I remember waking up at 2:12 and thinking, "Oh, I need to stream in 45 minutes. I should get up." And then the next thing I know, it's 3:05. I don't know. Bye, Gareth. Have a good day at work. See, he and I have been married for going on 12 years, and we've been living together for 15 years. Damn it, Rowan. You've already got a dislocated knee. Maybe just sit your ass down and don't move. Just an idea. Yeah, we've been together for 20 years, but we've lived together for 15. And we've been married for 12. So I've gotten used to it. The only thing, I cannot fall asleep when he is snoring. That's my only thing. Once I'm asleep and I'm good. Although I don't think I necessarily get good restful sleep because of the fish out of water bullshit. But that's okay. What have you got? Wheat and potatoes. Wheat and beet. I need you to have something else. Wheat and carrots. Excellent. I'm going to sleep. No, I'm not. Because I don't want him to change his... Cartwheels. Obviously, Rowan. Obviously. Cartwheels. Yep. I either have to be asleep before him or I have a noise generator that attaches to my earbuds and I can play brown noise and I don't hear a thing. Like I seriously do not hear a thing. We're going to leave carrots here for me to... Then I'll take all of this wheat and this for the Eminals. Seriously, Fox, if you have not discovered brown noise, I say this and I mean this in the best possible way. Oh my God, stop hitting that button. It melts your brain. Like, it completely melts it. First off, you can't hear anything over it. It's like a mute button for surrounding sound. And then it also just, oh my God, I cannot begin to tell you how amazing the brain is. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna. There. You're locked in. You're locked in. Okay, you do your upgrade thingy. You do your upgrade thingy. What have you got? Pumpkins. I don't know what app I use. Phone fart. It's just called white noise generator, but it has white noise, pink noise, brown noise, blue noise, violet noise, gray noise, and then it has other things like rain, heavy rain, rain on a puddle, thunderstorm, ocean, creek, river, crickets, frogs, cats purring. I do brown noise, and then you can mix, right? Like, it's a sound mixer, so you can mix multiple sounds together. I mix airplane interior with brown noise. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, it's an app that has like cat purring sounds. It's just called white noise generator. I don't know. And also, if you are an iPhone user, I don't know if you can get it there. PC. I got it years ago. Like, when I search white noise generator, it doesn't even pop up anymore. Manage apps, maybe. I just want to see what the publisher is, so I can at least tell you that much. I will have to check it out, Liz. Like, I will legit, because if it if it'll do it, the only problem I have with white noise generator is that it kind of makes my phone hot, and since I use it while I'm sleeping, that's not okay. White noise generator by Amy Coolsoft. AMICOOLSOFT. It's got a 4.6. I do like the one that I use, though, because there's no ads. Or at least there hasn't been. I'm not real big on ads. So I need a pumpkin farm. You have pumpkins too. All right, so we've got enough that if I get lucky, we need to move this. This is gonna get if I get lucky, we'll be able to get a book. I agree, it shouldn't, but it does. No, you know what though? I also need books. Guys, we gotta go over to that village again. We gotta go. I gotta get books. All right, let's go to that village and we'll get books. Bye, Fox. Have a good dinner. I don't know how much longer I'll be going.
Carl!
Hey. Oh, hi, Ray. What are you eating? What are you guess what you're eating? Oh my god. Soup? Are you eating soup? I was right. You're eating soup. Okay, but I know why. And I also know that you're not happy about it. Not because it's soup, but because of why you're eating soup. Ooh, what did you do to that potato? Don't cream a potato. That's rude. Consent. Please tell me the potato gave consent. I love soup. I am a soup fiend. I think I went the wrong way. I do. I think I went the wrong way. Or maybe not. That looks familiar. I do. I really, really, really like soup. I like, okay, yes. Soup and sandwich, yes. Soup and baked potato also. I went the wrong way. I feel almost certain that I can eventually get to that village this way, but it's just going to take me a longer time. I love soup and a baked potato. But I think it depends on the soup, right? Like some soup, absolutely better with a sandwich. Some soup, better with a baked potato. I love, like, to me, chili and a baked potato is really, really good together. Um, I think chicken noodle soup requires a sandwich. You know what? I feel so lost. I'm gonna go back and go the right way. Chicken and dumplings, Liz. Chicken and dumplings soup, with a baked potato is so good. And now I want chicken and dumplings. I'm the same way. Um, every once in a while I want a brothy soup, but even when I want brothy soup, I want it to be loaded with stuff. Like I still want it to be technically classified as a like brothy but chunky. Um the only exception is when I don't feel good and I want egg drop soup. But like even like I make a it's like a hybrid version of like Korean army soup stew meets malatong, like the spicy soup. Um I do like a hybrid version of that. Fusion, I guess is the correct word. Um and it's still like even though it's technically a brothy soup, it's loaded. So there's like noodles, there's dumplings, there's greens and veggies and like sausage and like I load it full. So it ends up being brothy, but there's more substance than broth, if that makes sense. Okay. This, I think, is the correct way to that village. I want to make uh I want to make that malatong for for Ray, but I don't think he could handle it cuz his spice tolerance has gone down. Guys, how did I find that village so easily before? And now I'm just like not able to find it. Look, you could not handle my soup, Rowan. My soup is too spicy for you. Okay, maybe this isn't the right way. That is my line, Ray. How dare you? How dare you? Oh, Liz, yes. Okay. Heh. I oh yeah. No, we're going to become besties. We're going to become besties. I love spicy food. Me, me, me. That's all I'm hearing, Rowan. That's how I'm hearing it. Yeah, I will are you in the Discord, Liz? Because I will 100% type up my spicy soup recipe and send it to you. Guys, I lost an entire village. I have no idea. Oh, hi. This is how I know this is the wrong way because I would
I
have
don't see
seen.
much of
Well,
nothing.
I say I
Matter
would
of
have
fact, I
seen it.
can't even see you.
We all know that's probably not true. I probably would not have seen this. How did I misplace an entire village? Oh, you're gonna make me take my glasses off. I already can't find the village. Now I won't be able to see it. You jackass. Oh, are you gonna be? There we go. I was like, you better approve it. Oh, I can't see a damn thing. Oh no, this is bad. Okay. Where the hell is this village? Guys, I don't have a bed with me. I was anticipating this being a short trip. The Wrath of Rowan. We're back to that again. All right, we're gonna have to figure this out. I don't know how I missed the village. I don't know how I've okay, Liz. I don't know I don't know where you live, so I don't know like what kind of ingredients you can get hold of. But for the spicy malatang like Korean army stew, you're gonna need fermented bean paste. It's a common ingredient in like mapo tofu. I can get it at our regular grocery store, but you might need to find it, depending on where you live, you might need to find it at like an Asian market. I think this is headed back home. I think home is like right around here. So I think I've gone the completely wrong way multiple times. If I come around this corner and this is home, we're going to sleep and then we're going to try again. I've got to find, I mean, okay, I either have to go raid the village and get books from there, or, yep, this is home, or I need to build a cow farm, or considering our nether portal is in a crimson forest, I could make a hoglin farm. If I'm not mistaken, that is a really good source of leather. But I think for that you need the green mushrooms, and I only have the red mushrooms currently. I do have paper now. That's nice. That's nice. Food. Actually. Look, Liz, we have options, is all I'm saying. Like, I don't want to eat anything other than fish, but yeah. See, I have these mushrooms, but to make the Hoglin farm, you need the warped fungi. And I don't have any of those. Oh, thank God I can put my glasses back on. All right. All right, let's sleep. We'll grab some more food. We'll refill that. I'm going to leave my glass here because I don't need to be taking glass with me. I might need torches. All right, one more again. Let's go find this village. I know. I know there's a village over here because that's where we got our villagers. I also want to do... get my notebook again. It's the other thing I wanted to make. I want to make a vine farm so I can make my own mossy cobble because I don't want to dig up
water. Ah, my back! Just kidding. I don't have a back.
I don't want to dig up all the mossy cobble. Thank you for the reminder. I will also the frames are going wonky. Liz, you mentioned it earlier. When I have to tab out to approve channel point redemptions. That's what's happening. Because Minecraft isn't the current focus, so it kind of poops itself. We already know that's not the right way, because that's the way I went. So we'll go this way. No, this is the way I went too, because I saw that and I said that's not right. Okay, maybe it is right. Maybe. We went that way that time, right? And that wasn't right. So let's go this way. This feels wrong. I just need to find the village. I mean, oh, sure, I could cheat. I could go into spec and I could find it. But that's not right. Oh, this is definitely not the right way. I've never seen this. I've never seen you a day in my life. I also feel like this is a bad idea. Turn around, run away. Like how everybody's like, oh, Cal is so like mean and vicious, and I'm all over here like there's a big scary thing in the water. I'm gonna be over there, guys. I'm not doing that. The village has to be over here. It has to be. I remember there was a sandy outcropping on the left that I had to go around. And then, like, as soon as I got around it, there was a village. So, like, this ain't it. I wonder if the village is over there. No. We leave the boat, and that's when I get lost. You know what? Maybe, Rowan. Maybe. I checked, even though I was running late, I checked Discord before I did anything to see if there was an update on the thing. And there was not. Dear Village. On the series that might possibly get picked up. I didn't say what series. Nor am I going to, because it's not a sure thing. Is this it? Is there a village over here? Yay, I found it! Oh my god, guys, I found it. Knew there was a village. I knew it. Yeah, it's one of those things, like I can't say anything because it has not been confirmed. So give me your books. Are there any up here? No. Did I leave anything in you? Yes. Do any of the other houses have books in it? I don't remember. I've protected you. From the look of how many golems are running around here, I'm glad I protected you. Jesus. I protected you. Okay. I've already looked in you. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. I also would not turn my nose up at another lectern. I'll have to go check that other village because there's another village up on the hill over here. Leather pants. Y'all just leaving your doors wide open. This is how you get solicitors in your house. Do you want solicitors? This is how you get solicitors. Ooh. Ooh. I should go collect some of that. So I can have it for later. I don't know if I'm gonna, like, I don't know that I want to build a tree farm in this world. I like building farms, right? Like I do. I like redstone. It's my jam. I just really hate building tree farms. They're probably my least favorite farm to build. Dean, hey, stop licking. No, ma'am. Lay down. Lay down. She gonna get in trouble. Do you want the cone?
What the
This is how
dog
you
doing?
get the cone. She's getting in trouble is what she's doing. Look at her. She knows it too. It wouldn't be so bad, but it's not like her boo-boo isn't completely healed yet, and she needs to stop. It's not gonna heal. It's not gonna look pretty and nice if she doesn't Hakuna Hurtatas. Apparently that's it. That's only books I'm gonna find. And I did not see a lectern. All right. Well, we're gonna have another squirrel moment. I do, ABK. Oh, hi. Yeah, I still play. We're gonna have a squirrel moment. And we're gonna go get a sapling. Ermagerd, it's Erbaker. Phone fart. We did some minor exploration. I've got absolutely nothing accomplished today, ABK. I keep getting sidetracked by literally everything other than what I need to be doing. Oh, hi. I'm gonna need y'all to not bother me. Y'all think that's possible? I don't. I think they're gonna bother me. I think they're gonna be assholes. Real, it's been so bad. I've got like nothing done. Well, to be fair, we spent how long just with the trauma dumping? Like, you're not a creeper, Rowan. Oh no. No, this is not that kind of trauma. This is like childhood trauma. By the way, guys, if you've ever wondered why I generally play without sounds, meet the reason why I play without sounds. His name is ABK. And speaking of trauma, it is your fault. 100% your fault. All right. Even if more falls, I think we're good. I think we can call it. I got saplings. Now we go and we leave. Rill, you're my proof. It's his fault, isn't it? Don't ask for proof when I have proof here. Her name is Rill. Oh, look at the pouty bean, guys. She got in trouble. Rill is proof. Rill is there. Rill was witness. This guy would sneak up on me and do all kinds of shit. And I just got to where I turned the sounds off because him and his random sound playing couldn't freak me out or overstimulate me or bother me if I didn't have sounds on. Yeah, but you know what? The real creepers didn't scare me. Like, oh, I was fine 1 minute and the next minute I was dead. There was no sound to do the jump scare, right? So if there's no sound, there's no jump scare, and if there's no jump scare, then it's not scary. I said what I said. Like I'm fine with it. And besides, at some point I had the gear to survive I had the sound to the gear to survive the creepers. So at that, like, even then, they didn't really kill me. I can't do the subtitles. I can't. I don't know why. They distract me and bother me. Sound, I've just recently started playing with sound again, after 5 years of the trauma that someone induced upon me. But the subtitles are, it's like they're distracting or so, I don't know. I never have been able to do them. Like I'll turn sounds on here and there. But no, see, streaming has made me turn the sounds back on because everybody was like, is there no sounds? Is there no game sound? Is there no music? And like it was freaking everybody out. So I turned the sound on for them. Oh, you mean the new sounds like the waterfalls and all that shit, the shit that's way too loud that I have to turn off anyway? Yeah, those sounds. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, thanks. I'll do without them, thank you. Yeah, I know. That's what I had to get mods for. And every time I need to introduce a new mod, I end up bothering you because I can't get them to work. So I'm just like, ABK, put this together for me. I need a mod pack. No, because Modrinth is there now. Modrinth is like ABK with less attitude. It's really nice. Oh wait, that's not my wood home. This is my wood home. Okay. Yeah, what are you gonna have for dinner? Oh God, Monarch, me too. It pleases my brain. All right. Let's see. We'll get rid of that. And this tells me there's not enough light. But I don't know how to make more light until I get certain things. So it will have to do. Well, have fun with that, ABK. Oh, guys, it's getting time for composter. Getting to that point. I, I'm I'm not sold on them real because okay, I go back and forth on them, right? Like on one hand, easy, right? And also like for one person, right? Cuz that's the problem I have with cooking is that I don't know how to make a small batch of anything. Yes, it is a coneless bean that just got in trouble for licking. So, all right, Monarch, don't worry, we'll be here. Um, so she's still very much she cannot be trusted still, and I don't like the look of her boo boo. So she is not allowed to go coneless at night or not be watched like a hawk until she's completely done with her antibiotics at this point. So another 5 days. The vet said that she could be coneless starting today, but she is not going to be coneless for sleep. Also, Ray, you missed the childhood trauma dumping earlier because my dad called during stream. Yep. It went like it always did, or like it always does. Apparently, the fact that I haven't talked to him in like 8 months did nothing. I thought that he was sitting over there going, "Oh, she's abandoned me. She's abandoned me," and like just hating me. No, nope, because he picked up right where he left off. We want Silk Touch. I am tempted to stop at mending if we get mending, but we really want Silk Touch. Oh yeah, the part that I didn't tell chat is he immediately does like he always does and breaks straight into get me out of here. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I don't need to be here. And then like towards the end, I think he remembers some sense of social graces. And he's like, "How have y'all been?" And I'm like, "We've been all right." "Okay, good. Yeah, don't forget to call Damon." Like literally. Just right back to That's why I didn't even bother telling him about Bean, everything going on with Bean, because I was just like, he doesn't really care. There's not actually any fucks that are given right now. Oh, okay, guys, do I do it? Do I do it? Or do I keep going for Silk Touch? Silk Touch is what I really need. It is really good. Okay. We will see. How about this? If it's still mending by the time I get back with emeralds, because I was an idiot and didn't bring them with me, we'll keep it. But that means I then have to move another villager over and steal his lectern. Because I don't have the stuff to make another lectern, I don't think. No, I do not. So I will have to steal his lectern. And I think off stream, I'm probably going to have to build a cow farm, or like a part of me wants to have leather, right? And I want to get that done, but I know, I'm just going to be honest, the most entertaining way to do a leather farm of some sort would be the nether, right? With the hoglins. All right, you're locked in. Thank you for your contribution. Now don't look at me. I feel bad. Oh no. Oh no. You didn't fall down the hole. Oh no. And you guys can see. We need you to not see what's about to happen. Don't look, guys. Just don't look. There's nothing. Nothing's about to happen. That's not what I wanted to put there. I knew that was going to happen. Sorry, guys. Or am I? Okay. Now, you guys can make another baby. Please and thank you. That means we're stuck. Until they brown chicken brown cow, we are stuck. I need another villager. Oh, guys, it's happening. It's happening. Wait, look up, look away, look away. Don't want to cause issues. Just, you know. Good job. Good job. Now go down the hole. Go down the hole. Yep. There's 3 beds over there. So he will fall down the hole. Okay. I'll go into spec to show you this. So he falls down the hole, which I think he just did. Right? He tries to run across here. He can't. He falls in the hole. He comes down here and he hangs out here. And then when he grows up, because they're just slightly more than 2 blocks tall, his head gets in the water and then comes up here and gets funneled into this corner where I can pick them up. So yeah. Now we just have to wait for him to grow up. Wake up. This is just a nightmare. It'll be over soon. No, it won't. We'll keep the puppies. I don't want to litter, and I don't want to set up a composter for bone meal just yet. Don't shame the little guy. He can't help what he looks like. That's rude, guys. That's so rude. So once we get the other one in here, oh, did I leave rails here? I did. Once we, oh my God, why am I incapable of doing that? Once we get the other one in here, we're not stopping until we get Silk Touch. I need Silk Touch. Oh, you know what I could do? I could turn Gamma off. I wonder if any of the lighting issues have been resolved. It doesn't look like it, honestly. Like, and if I turn shaders on, oh, that's better. Okay, shaders help a little bit. You guys got light in there, yeah? Yeah, okay. What are you taking the bullet on? What did I miss? I feel like I missed something. While we are waiting for him to grow up, let's finish this. Oh. I'm just giving you shit. Not really offended. Ray knows how hard it is to truly offend me. You need to consider light over here. I know I've spawn proofed it because it's all slabs, but let's just be prepared. Why does your brain hurt? Where are we at on tool? I need to finish using that up. Okay, let's store this stuff. So we're not stopping until, well, I say we're not stopping. I might end stream before we get Silk Touch, but oh, oh, oh no. That's not going to be enough. I need more emeralds. I do know those. Okay. So I think I might have to actually call it here because I need more emeralds, which means I need more crops, which means it's going to be a lot of sitting here AFK and waiting for shit to grow. So yeah, and I'm going to replace this with carrots cuz I don't have a potato. I don't have a potato trade, but I have a carrot trade. So we're going to cut this right through here, and we're going to flip that over to carrots. Do I have a potato trade? Don't think I do. I think it's wheat and carrots. And then, honestly, if I get, I mean, okay, I said we could call it here, but if I'm not going to do a cobble generator, oh no, I don't have the resources for that. I was going to say I could do a pumpkin and melon farm. What do I need for pumpkin and melon farm? I got the dirt. I got the stuff to make the pistons. That's not a problem. I will need observers. So I would need to get more redstone and more nether quartz. Sorry, I'm writing this down. Redstone. Quartz. And then I need... Is it necessary to do note blocks? Still? I don't think so. I think you just... Like, I don't think note blocks are necessary anymore. I mean, but either way. Still gonna need more redstone. Alright, so I think what we'll do is I will call it here. I will AFK the farm and cut down some trees. Because I need the wood. Then I'll have to go over there and AFK for Junior to grow up. So what I might do over there... Do I not have vines? I thought I got vines. Okay. I'll have to go back down to the mines anyway for redstone and wood. Or redstone and then the nether for the quartz. So when I go down to the mines, I'll pick up some vines. And I'll just build like a little manual vine farm. So while I'm AFKing that, I can get vines. I'll just, you know, multitask, right? And then that way we can put in a pumpkin farm. I may just make the pumpkin farm back here. Out of sight, you know? And then just have it all feed into here. That would work. Yep. Okay. So write down pumpkin farm. All right. I think that's what we'll do. So I've got off stream plans. And we need to figure out who we're going to raid. I don't even know who's going. Oh, it is Skiz or it is Tyler. Uh, Tyler's doing Vault. We've raided Vault the last few times we've done a Minecraft raid. So let's go to Skiz. I'm also I don't know if you guys watched their Phasmo stream where they said something like instead of snoogans, you know how he says snoogans? Instead of snoogans, he said snoogies. And then it somehow warped into snoogie doos. And it was either Impulse or Skiz that said, I think it was Skiz that said that sounds like a good name for a cookie. I may have come up with a cookie recipe called Snoogie Doos and sent it to them. So just kind of want to see if they've tried it. But yeah, we're gonna raid over to Skizzleman. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you for my lurkers. Thank you for my streakers. I love you, pantsless people. You're amazing. Thank you, Ray, for stopping in. Everybody have a wonderful rest of the day. We will be back tomorrow for Ladies Night Phasmo. And we may have a pups. Maybe. We might. We talked over the weekend and she is wanting to play again. So maybe. No promises. But yeah, we'll catch you guys then. Until then, you guys have a wonderful rest. Oh, is it on our schedule? Awesome. Have a wonderful rest of whatever time zone you're in, and I will talk to you later. Bye guys.